2, 6. 2, 6, we're looking at integers in the coordinate system. So terms, I think this is stuff that you've seen before. This first arrow up here points at this line, which we usually call the, so y-axis, so y-axis. So that's the y-axis lightsaber, huh? Oh, we can try. Then this one here is the, or this line is the x-axis, so x-axis. And I had a lot of people in 7th grade get those switched on this quiz we just had. It's really kind of up to you. Here's my way of doing it. It's kind of stupid, but maybe it works. If you ever have a data table, they always list x first. So if you have a vertical one like that, like 3, 4, 2, 7, x is going to be that first column. If they have a data table that's horizontal, x is still listed first. It's on the top. So we'd have the point 3, 4, and 2, 7. So that's x is always listed first. And x comes first alphabetically, right? X, Y, Z. Babies. Do babies crawl or do babies climb first? Climb. So we're going to have a little blue baby Smurf. So we have like this little, I can't draw. You'll figure that out. So that's a little kid. We'll give him a tail so maybe it looks better or something. But, so babies crawl before they, yeah, this totally is not a person, but before they climb, right? I'm doing the drawings terrible on purpose to make it more memorable, or I just can't draw to save my life. But, when you graph a point like 3, 4, you first do the side to side, and then you do the vertical. Yes? So crawl before you climb. Okay. This thing here, this last arrow is trying to point to this little point right there, which we call the
0 line.
Origin. Or the coordinates for that point are going to be 0, 0. As opposed to this exciting little point over here, we could take and signify that as a point, and the x value is
3.
Positive or negative? Positive 3 because we're going to the right. And then we go up this much, so the y value is 2. So like I said, probably nothing new, right? Then if we jump down here, so graphing them is kind of that same thing but backwards. As you're trying to do these points, so 2, 3, we go 2 to the right. It's a positive 2, so we always start at the origin. So I'm starting here. Oops, we're just going to go to a red dot. Go for it. Sharpen away. Okay. So we always start at the origin. If we have the point positive 2, we're going to go in the x direction to the right because it's positive 2. And then we have a 3 here that's positive. So after going 2 to the right, we go 3 up. So right there is going to be our point 2, 3. So over 2, up 3. Then if I have a 6, 5. So for this point 6, 5, we're going to go 6 to the. So we still start the origin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have to go positive 5. So we climb 5. So we're going to be right about there. So over 6, up. So that's this one. If we were to have a negative 3, 5, choose this color. So negative 3, 5, we go 3 to the right. So that's going to get me to here. And then we go 5 down. So we're going to go down 5. And so 2, 4, 5. And maybe I'll just jump and do the last one. So if we change to an orange color. Negative 5 means we go 5 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets me over to here. Then we go 1 down. So let me erase that. And right there is going to be our point. You guys okay for those? And I think our last thing is for quadrants. They do it. It kind of finally made sense to me when I got to Algebra 2. I can explain it if you really want to know, but probably easiest just to say quadrants. They do Roman numerals. Starts in the upper right and goes counterclockwise. So it's kind of the opposite of what most people would think. So you could just remember it's like the total opposite. Instead of starting upper left, it starts upper right. Instead of going clockwise, it goes counterclockwise. But 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. If you wanted to, you could add to this any point in quadrant 1. Do you agree the x value has to be positive and the y value has to be positive? Because it's to the right for x, that gives us a positive x. It's up for the y, so it's a positive y. Over here, if you wanted to write it in, you could say x value has to be negative and y value positive, so we go up. Quadrant 3, x value, we went left, so it's going to be y value, we went down, so it's negative. And last but not least, quadrant 4, x value is, and y value, negative. If you have a point on an axis like that, technically it's not in any quadrant, but I don't think that comes up this year.